Hey guys, Kyle, the Death Knight of MMA here, bringing you my review for One Piece episode 789. I'm sorry I didn't do last week's episode, but the thing about it was, last week's episode, there wasn't really much in order for me personally to even really talk about. I mean, the main thing was that we ended up getting a little bit more with Sanji's brothers, and then there was that whole cliffhanger at the end. But honestly, like the last episode, it seemed like it was just kind of it was dragging it out a little. It was dragging itself out a little bit, but yeah, that but yeah, anyway, I'm here to talk about One Piece episode 789 review, and right off the bat, the one thing I did take note of in this episode is Big Mom. She has a serious problem. She has a pretty big eating disorder, which in essence of itself, like that's already a big deal. Like eating disorders, they're already pretty freaking big deals. But in terms of context of the story, it tells us it's pretty much telling us the reason as to why Whole Cake Island as a why the whole island or the whole area where Big Mom rules is pretty much made of candy and sweets because it's pretty much in order to the whole reason is in order to help is kind of a the whole city is one big delay in order to delay Big Mom while they pretty much all they make or find whatever kind of food it is she wants to eat herself. So the whole city is sort of a bit of a delay in order to hold Big Mom off while they prepare all the specific dish she is of course craving. So yeah, it's interesting to know that even the city as a whole, like with colorful as it is and how how amazing to eat it looks, it does serve a purpose in the story, of course. And one thing I noticed, and one thing I think we all should take note of in this episode, is no one other than Jinbei actually went out there to try and stop her. Even then, Jinbei had to wait until the food that the Big Mom wanted was actually prepared in order to actually stop her. Telling me like food in general is the only way to stop Big Mom. There is no other way to stop her when she goes all insane and crazy like that. Like yeah, it's it's pretty insane, honestly. So yeah, that just tells you how fucked up in the head Big Mom is. Like she's from so, she's such a eating disorder that only a specific food she eats will really satiate her. So yeah, that's kind of insane. Um, Another thing I want to take note of is there's actually, of course, I want to talk about the whole Big Mom's who's the Big Mom and Muscat scene, that the scene where she's stealing her son's soul, her son's soul. And the one thing I didn't really think about this or take note of it too. I will admit I didn't take note of it or think much of it in the manga, but I think I should address it here in this episode, which is one of Big Mom's children or one of her crewmates. It was the guy who looked like he had freaking milk or cream as a body or whatever. He said a line that said any that when Muscat was having his soul stealing, the guy who looked like he had cream all over himself was saying, any sign of fear in your life is taking away. Now, that right there tells me you actually need to show fear in order to have your life taken away by Big Mom's powers. So, in essence, what it essentially mean what I think that is alluding to is that the secret of Big Mom's powers the secret weakness of Big Mom's powers are that if the person in general doesn't have a single fear of death, death or anything like that, a single fear of death, then her powers are essentially useless. Like her power, like I like how this is being done. That even though Big Mom does in fact seem like this big, grandioso, and powerful uncle, and of course she of course still is. There's no denying that, but it is good to know. It is good to know that there might be a little hint there in telling us exactly what exactly Big Mom's weakness is. So yeah, if Luffy or the crew, if Luffy's crew or even Jinbei can't don't even show a single don't even show a single fear of death in them, they're good. They're free from Big Mom's powers. Of course, that I don't think it's going to help them against probably all the other abilities, all the other abilities to fight that she has, all the other like yeah. Um, and another thing I want to talk about with Big Mom is Big Mom's voice actor. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good in a certain way, but okay, let me put it to you this way. Um, I sort of have a mixed opinion on Big Mom's voice actor right now because to me it's one of those things where when she acts crazy or insane, it's fine, but when she carries on a regular conversation, it's a little too cutesy. And in fact, it's one of those things where I suppose that is kind of the joke that such a big woman has this very cutesy voice, and I get the joke, but it when you look at a character like Big Mom, you don't really expect like a cutesy or nice voice to come out of it. You expect a big hulking manly esque woman type voice in order to kind of I know this is kind of a weird comparison, but something like I think the Medea movies are a perfect example. It's like with Medea, you kind of expect a brash voice to come out of a woman. Like in the Medea movies, you expect a brash woman's voice to come out of the parallel performance like that, and it works. So I wish we could have gotten something like that in a way, but yeah, it's Big Mom's voice actor just kind of is a little mixed bag for me. Like again, I know what the joke is, but I'm not sure it really work. The joke really kind of pays off in the overall presentation. To be honest with you, um, also we Jinbei, you my buddy are oh, actually, no, never mind. I want to talk about the design and artwork in this episode because honestly, it's something I've not really been focusing on too much. But honestly, the design and the artwork in this episode was fucking incredible. Like even the animation, honestly, wasn't half bad for considering Toei's reputation. But honestly, yeah, the animation and artwork in this episode, fucking fantastic. Like I think it's because we're in Big Mom's arc, of course, that I'm so attracted to it right now. But yeah, just the design work, the artwork, everything about this art just seems so extremely pretty and vibrant, and just pops. It all pops off the screen, and I love it. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to note. Also, based on also Jinbei, you're fucked, buddy. You're so fucked. Like in this one, we learn after Jinbei fed Big Mom. I think it was the Crocambouche or whatever. I forget the name. I think that's it. Yeah, the Crocambouche. He said, "I want to discuss something with you," and then Big Mom went from all happy and smiles to, "I'm gonna fucking kill your ass." Like we at this like okay, there's heavy, but based on the trailer, it looks like that Big Mom is willing to let based on the trailer for the next episode. From what I saw, it looks like Big Mom is willing to let Jinbei go, but he has to pay a price for it. That seems to be the hint as to what the preview is. That seems to be what the preview is hinting at for us. But yeah, wherever Jinbei and Big Mom are going, it looks like Big Mom is willing to let Jinbei go, but in order to do so, he has to pay a price in order to leave. But I don't know. I don't even if that is the case, I still don't trust the big bitch. I really don't. But yeah. One final thing for me, I guess, is that in the moment with Jinbei when he was walking toward, and he was and honestly, like all this with Jinbei, honestly, it has me concerned that Jinbei has a major death flag on him. Like I have a feeling Jinbei himself is gonna die at one point. I'm not sure when, but he is going to die. Um, and other than that, I think one other thing that was a little iffy for me, I guess, is that maybe there were a few too many flashbacks near the end of the episode because, I mean, I know it's probably Toy's whole thing of trying to get us invested and whatnot, but I don't know. I felt there were maybe a little too many excessive flashbacks in the end of the episode, but like yeah, I feel you could have devoted that last couple minutes to just one or two more, another final good scene, but yeah. But yeah, guys, that's my review of One Piece episode 789. A great episode, honestly. Like I give this one like an 8.5 or not 8.5 out of 10 or something like that. But probably an 8 actually. 8 to an 8.5. I'd give it an 8 actually. Because there were a few moments where it wasn't perfect, but yeah, this episode was just great, guys, and I can't wait for the next one. Like I said, I wouldn't go expecting these a lot, just uh, because like I said, I missed the last episode, but there wasn't much to talk about in the last episode, so don't expect these a lot, guys. But I will keep doing these every once in a while. But yeah, that's my review, guys. So yeah, later. Death Knight MMA signing off. Enjoy the video. Later. Bye bye.